Hey everybody, welcome back to Hayes Tech and ROM Reviews. On Telegram yesterday, as a matter of fact, I was having a conversation and somebody brought up about what they like to see videos on what's on my phone. And I thought, since I only have a couple days left with the OnePlus 5T that Bob sent me, to use and, to try out, I thought I would let you guys see what I run normally on a day-to-day basis on my phone. And just to let you guys know, my normal phones are my Pixel 2 XL. Yes, I got it back from my wife. She has the Pixel 3 XL. And my Nexus 6. And yes, I still run my Nexus 6 as a daily driver. As a matter of fact, I've got Carbon ROM on it right now in Pi. As we all know, on the Nexus 6, a lot of the Pi ROMs out will not run on this device. For some reason, we're having problems with MSM. Carbon has it fixed. I'm getting 4G LTE on this without any problems at all. So, guys, if you want to run Pi on your Nexus 6, I suggest trying Carbon ROM out. And when we come back, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the OnePlus 5T and what I run as my daily driver on my phones from day to day. Be right back. And as always, remember to like, share, and subscribe. You hit that notification icon to get a notification of my videos as soon as they're released. That way you don't miss any of them. And we're back. I've did a video like this in the past, but I really didn't get into in-depth on what I actually run on my phone from day to day. Banking apps. What do I use for my messenger service? Things like that. Games that I play. We're going to go ahead and get into that. Again, this is on the OnePlus 5T that Bob sent me to use. And thank you very much, Bob Azan, for sending me this phone to use. I appreciate it. The channel appreciates it. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into this. Now, it's going to be kind of funky because I have another camera set right here. You can actually see the microphone that's pointing down, looking at the different at the different phones here. So let's take a look at that. Now, on the OnePlus 5T, I'm running the launcher that comes with it. I love this launcher. Pixel launcher to me is really cool, but what I don't like is I can't run my custom icons and with the lawn chair launcher. Now, it's a little different looking in here than it is from the Play Store. So if you download Lawn Chair Launcher from the Play Store, you're going to get pretty much the same features as you get here, except for the way it's themed and for that swipe to the right. Yeah, swipe to the right gives you the Google Home gestures, or the Google Home cards. So if I go home and I swipe to the right, I'm going to get my Google Home cards, which I love. It's just something I like because every once in a while it'll throw something up there, some news that I don't know about, or it'll give me an idea for a video to show to you guys. So I like that. Now on my Pixel, I am running, I think, Nova Launcher. No, on my Pixel launcher, as you guys can see, I'm running Lawn Chair Launcher on it as well as my default. And if you notice, when I swipe to the right, I don't get the same features I get with Lawn Chair Launcher that comes with MSM Extended. Now, if we go to the settings, press and hold, settings, press and hold, settings. Notice they're a little different. Notice how it's themed. Now, notice how it's themed here. Now, I could choose a theme for this. It does allow me to do that, but this is how it comes as flashed on the OnePlus 5T, and I like that. And guys, don't ask me about that on there. I couldn't find anything to put on there, and these were the only pictures I had on hand. I was actually working with Sketch Guru. It's another great app. I always download it. I love that app. Sketch Guru definitely gets the job done for changing up the pictures that you might take. Makes them look like it was sketched. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and go into, I put everything that I run. This is how I usually set up my desktop. I usually have either two main apps, My Apps, which have all the apps that I normally run in it right here. Google, I have a Google folder. I'll have a Google folder with all my Google apps in it. And these are the apps that I use in Google, you notice. But since I was testing this device out and I wanted to test how good it was running with games and stuff like that, I had to download several games. So I put a folder on my desktop that I called Games, and that is right here, I think. No, that's Sound Recorder. There's the games. Now these are the games that I tested. I have a couple of pool games here. I do play Solitaire. That's my main game that I play. Infinite Flight, and then my Hill Climb. And then for heavy graphics, well, Infinite Flight needs a phone that has a lot of RAM, has a good GPU, and a pretty good CPU if you want to run it the way it was intended to run. It is a flight simulator. One of the best, if not the best, flight simulator on the Android Play Store. See it? As a matter of fact. And as you guys can hear, it is raining out. We just put a tin roof on, and I have a video of that too, which I'm trying to edit and upload to you guys. Hey everybody, as you can tell, you can't hear any rain falling. This is another day. I'm wearing a different shirt. It was just raining too hard yesterday to continue recording, so I figured I'd finish it up today. Plus, I actually finished the video yesterday, but it wasn't focused for the close-ups on the phone. So when we go into the tight shot on the phone, where you can actually see what I'm doing, it was all blurry. So it was either I redo all the tight shots and hope they matched up with what I was talking about, or just redo the end of the clip. And I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to redo the end of the clip. So we left off on sound. I wanted to show you the sound apps, and let's go ahead and go to the phone. So if I go to my sound folder, I think that's it. Nope, that's my games. If I go to the sound folder, you'll notice I have a lot of different sound apps there. Now these apps are for recording, and the reason I have them is because the audio on the OnePlus 5T and the Pixel 2 or the Pixel 3 XL sucked, and you could not run an external microphone with the inbuilt cameras. So I decided to go ahead and test all of these audio recording apps, and to be honest with you, they are all about the same. I think the Audio Recorder Plus has a lot more features in it, and the Voice Recorder Plus, again plus after that, seemed to be easier to set up. So that's about all I found in differences between that. And to be honest with you guys, I can't believe Google or OnePlus would put out a device and not allow you to attach an external microphone to the inbuilt camera. It doesn't make sense, especially if they're touting that their device has the best camera out. People are going to buy those cameras for using for video, especially YouTubers and stuff. So you would want to be able to use an external recording device, such as my lapel mic or my Rode microphone, or even my Takstar, or any external microphone. But they don't for that. All right, so we're done with the recording folder. I did want to go into this folder here, and what this is my video editing and photo editing apps. Now I'm going to get right to the point. Adobe is probably the best photo editing app out of all of these. Lightroom and regular Adobe, and I used a free version. I don't mess around with any of the paid versions. It's not worth it. It is what it is. Now, as far as video editing, I don't video edit on my phone if I don't have to. Now, I have done a little bit on my phone, and when I do some video editing on my phone, I don't have the ones that I normally use on this device. Now, on my Nexus 6, if I go into my video editing folder, these are the ones that I use right here. Now I'm going to scroll down here and I'm going to show you my favorite of all of them. Video editor is nice. Klein is another really good one. And I have Filmora here somewhere. I'm not seeing it. I must not have put it in here. Filmora is a nice app. But any one of these that I have here, Majesto, are pretty good for editing videos, you know, for YouTube and stuff. Here's Filmora Go right there. Now I actually have this for my PC, and it is an awesome app to use for editing video. The only issue with Filmora is it costs money, and then, you know, a lot of you people out there are like me. You don't have the money to spend on a video editing app or any kind of video editing software. This YouTube channel does not make money for me. So everything I do for the channel is coming out of my pocket, and I can't afford to spend, you know, $500–600 on Adobe Premiere, you know, and whatever everybody else is using. I just can't afford it. I do all my video editing on an app or on a program on my computer called VideoPad, video editor. Now I was using Filmora. I was also using Shotcut. Outstanding. Shotcut, guys, I highly recommend. It is a 100% free app. Filmora runs about $40, and that's a lifetime subscription. VideoPad is about between $40 and $70. That is a one-time payment for that. You're not leasing it like Adobe, which sucks. So that, you know, I can highly recommend those for a computer. All right, guys, so that's pretty much it. Now, other things I have in here are like my SteadyGo. Now, that is for using the handheld gimbal for putting the phones in. This is the app that controls that. Let's see, what else? There are some other very important ones in here. GoPro. I use the GoPro app for pulling my videos off my GoPro and sending them over to my phone through Wi-Fi or just connecting and then editing. Another outstanding app if you own a Panasonic camera is their Panasonic app right here. Now I'm not going to open it up because I don't want it to connect to here and kind of screw with what I'm doing as far as videos go, but that's one of the reasons I highly recommend Panasonic cameras, is just for that app. And it doesn't matter what Panasonic camera you have, whether it's the G7, the GH5, the G85, on up. That app works with all of them. As long as the camera is Wi-Fi capable, this app works with it, and it is the best phone app out for any DSLR camera, bar none, guys. Panasonic's got the lid on how to make an app for their cameras. So kudos to Panasonic for that. Now, if they could only work on their freaking autofocus, that would be awesome too. Canon, you need to give them a tip on how to do autofocus. All right, so that pretty much takes care of my go-to apps for video editing and stuff like that. Again, games, guys. Flight Simulator, outstanding for a flight simulator. Warships, kind of like World of War, stuff like that. It's a good graphics game. If you want to test your phone to find out whether or not it's got good graphics and if it's going to handle a game, that's a good one to try. There are a couple other ones out there. There's one that you're on a jet ski. That's a good one to test. Need for Speed, another good one. Grand Theft Auto. Load that up. If your device will run Grand Theft Auto without any issues, then you know you've got a good device. So that's pretty much it for games. I've already went over everything else. Now we're going to go over my main apps. These are the apps that I use every day on every single phone, you know, regardless of how low grade the phone is or how high grade the phone is. So even on when I was running my Moto E for testing, just that little Moto E, which is a pretty damn good phone, I run all of these apps right here. Amazon, I have to have a calculator and a clock. I need that. Clock, you know, I set my alarms up on that. Color Note, guys. Color Note is one of those apps that I highly recommend. I will put a link in the description to this app. It is what it says it is. It's a note-taking app. It will store every single note you've ever taken with this app. I've had this app for about 5 years now, or longer, and it's kept every one of those. All you have to do is log into Google, hit sync, it'll sync it. If you lose the app for some reason, have to reload it on your phone, all you have to do is go back in there, hit sync, and bam, every note you've ever made will come right back up on it. And it's free. It doesn't cost a dime. There's no hidden advertisements. I highly recommend ColorNote if you need a notepad. As far as the file manager goes, ES File Explorer. But I use ES File Explorer 3.2.5 Classic. If you do a search on Google, just type in ES File Explorer 3.2.5 Classic and then put XDA after that. It'll take you right to the XDA link. I would definitely tick in settings in the Play Store to not auto update your apps. That way it doesn't update it, because I think ES File Explorer, the new version, sucks to high hell, man. It is one of the worst advertisement bloated pieces of shit that they make, and I do not recommend it. The old version of ES File Explorer 3.2.5. You know, again, guys, I say that is the best File Explorer app on the market. Solid Explorer is another good one, and again, I recommend using Solid Explorer Classic. That's the one I like. That's the one I use. You can highly theme it and customize it. Same with ES File Explorer. As you guys can see, I have this thing highly customized. So, Guitar Tuner. Now, I use this app here. If you guys are into guitars at all, I highly recommend this app. You could hit normal mode, and then when you touch the button, it gives you the note, and then you can just tune it, you know, and go by that. Plus, as you're tuning it, once it gets to where it needs, it will put a little ding and let you know. So I love this app. Again, this one is free. It does have some advertisements in it, but it's a good, solid app for tuning your guitar. It'll tune a ukulele. You have to just go into settings and say ukulele. Instagram, yes. My banking app. You have to have a banking app. Facebook and Facebook Messenger. I hate Facebook. You guys know, if you followed me for any length of time, you know how much I hate Facebook and their politics. I just hate them. But it is a media format that I need to be part of. Okay, next up, Messenger apps. Now, a lot of people use just standard Google messaging or AOSP messaging, or, you know, whatever you want to use. My choice is Verizon's Messenger app, and believe it or not, yes, I use the messaging app that Verizon came with. I love it, and I've never turned back. One of the reasons is because you can theme it. My messaging app, and I'm going to show you that if you go into settings and you scroll down to customize, these are all the things you can customize it with. You can do a background. Add a background, go into whatever, you know, say all your pictures, and pick a picture and set it if you want. We'll go with that one there, and voila. So that's one of the reasons I like that one. I think it's one of the best out there. I've used it for a long time. It's never left me down. It's updated frequently, so I do like that. Okay, MeWe. Guys, I'm probably going to be getting rid of my MeWe group. I don't ever use it. I hardly ever go there. I do use PayPal, though, so it's in my everyday app list. Okay, Reddit. If you want to keep up to date on developing and a lot of other things, Reddit is a really good app. It's a social media app like Facebook or whatever. Skype. I don't use Skype a lot. I have started to lately, but in the past my phones were never good enough that I could use it. So, you know, it is what it is. But now, since I have newer phones that the cameras on them work great, I have been using Skype a lot. That and Hangouts. As far as face messaging. Telegram, guys, this is the app I think everybody should have. It's, I think, the best chat group type app out in the market today since Google Plus is gone. Google Plus was the king. In my opinion, Google Plus had it over everybody. But Google decided they wanted to put the screws to us minions who didn't want to pay for their app, and, you know, killed it off for us. The only people that are allowed to have it now are, of course, the corporations who are using it for their, you know, messaging service, and they pay for it. Now, Google said, no, it was a security issue. That's why we got rid of it. We couldn't fix the security issue in it. Really? You're talking a billion-dollar company is using it, you let them use it, and your security's not up to date? You're full of shit. They did it because of money and money only. So get over yourself. So anyways, there's Telegram. I highly recommend that one as well. And the last two, of course, are Twitter and Tumblr. Tumblr kind of puts Twitter and XDA and all them in on one, and kind of keeps them organized for you there. And of course, Twitter's Twitter. Now, the one I don't have in here is my XDA app, and I don't know why I don't have it on this phone. Oh, I was getting ready to send the phone back to you, Bob, so that's why it's not on there. But if I go into, like on my Nexus 6, there's my XDA app. So it's already set up. What I like about it is it lets you know if you have any messages, any PMs, anybody had quoted you or even mentioned you. So that's pretty cool about that. But out of all of the XDA apps out there, this is the one that I like, and this is the one that I use. So again, I highly recommend it. Icons, guys. That's one of the reasons I like using Nova Launcher and Lawnchair Launcher, is because it allows you to use the icons of your choice, and that's why I use it. Notice three different icon packs on there. So alright guys, that's pretty much all I have. What I figured I would do is I would scroll down through here very slowly, let you guys take a look at all the apps I run. And this one here has pretty much everything on it except for my XDA app. If you have any questions about any of these apps, make sure that you post below. I'll try to get back to you and answer, you know, any question you might have. Magisk, if you guys want root, you gotta have Magisk, man. Well guys, I've kept you for long enough. This video has gone way longer than what it should have for me just showing you what I run on my phone. Yeah, on my Nexus 6, you know, I was running Carbon. Now last night I went ahead and put 6 ROM back on there. You guys can see that's my ROM. That is my ROM of choice when I'm running my Nexus 6. I'm still running 6 ROM. No, it's not getting updated, but I don't give a shit. It's a good ROM, and that's what I run. MSM extended, that's what I would run on the OnePlus 5T, and of course on my Pixel 2 XL, I have no freaking choice, so I got to run what Google gives me. Thank you, Google. No, thank you, Verizon. Assholes. So that's pretty much all I have. I do want to say one more thing, and that is the drawing for the Nokia 2V is going to be 1 week from today. So today is the 29th. So 1 week today is going to be the 5th. I'm going to be doing the drawing for the Nokia 2V on June 5th. So be looking for that. And I do appreciate all of you who subscribe to me to get me to that 2,000 plus subscriber count. I really do appreciate it. That's all I have. I do want to thank you guys for watching the video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Hit that like button if you liked the video, or if you didn't like it, hit the down button, man. Hit that thumbs down button. Comment below why you didn't like it, or why you did like it, because that really does help my channel out a lot. I just want to say, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell icon next to that subscribe button. That way you guys get a notification of any of my videos as soon as I release them. That's all I have, and I will see you on the next one.